Coming at you from the Staples Center in beautiful downtown Los Angeles as the Clippers prepare to take the floor. Joined in the booth with Greg Anthony and Brent Barry, this is Kevin Harlan. Our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. Looking at the last game for the Los Angeles Clippers, it was a loss to Portland. So the Clippers win the tip. Curry with it. He's picked up by Lee. Yep, it counts. Curry's got the first points on the scoreboard for Los Angeles.
Yeah, this is demoralizing, I think, for a defense. You want Steph to score on the interior, but that's too easy.
Now, here is Russell. Pass to Embiid. Here is Howard. He's covered by Kid Gilchrist. Howard can't hit.
Wonderful defense, staying active around the rim and then really putting the shooter in a tough spot.
And Chris Middleton 2 seasons ago tore his hamstring completely off the bone. I mean, he's come back and hasn't missed a beat. One of the most well-rounded players you'll see.
And Chris Middleton with maybe, Greg, his best season yet in 2017-18.
It just seems like he gets better every year. A former second-round pick, now all-star caliber. He's worked extremely hard, stayed in the lab, and now we're seeing the results.
Here's Chicago. It's a 3-point game. Russell inside. And it's slammed in by Howard.
I swear Dwight Howard plays with a watch on. His timing is tremendous on those alley-oops.
Here's Curry. And it's sent back by Russell. Lee with the steal. Jacks up a three. Got a piece of it.
And extending the D there, putting a lot of pressure on the shooter.
Yeah, I think coaches right here are always talking about the extra pass. And the contested three is not your objective. One more, maybe.
A nice shot by Winslow.
Yeah, and you love how Russell keeps his eyes up. Rarely misses a guy when he's free.
And again, it's the Clippers missing. Curry with the steal. And that one hits back iron. There's Winslow. And the dunk by Winslow.
Lee does a great job of sticking with it and then finding a teammate.
And it's Curry with the ball, bringing it up for the Clippers. They trail by 3. And yes, it's good. Curry's got 6 points.
And defensively, this is a nightmare. He's already on a roll.
I love his will, his take charge attitude, the aggressiveness, all of that showing up here in the first.
To the paint. Now here's Embiid. And it's slammed in by Howard.
That's the way to put your vertical to good use. Dwight Howard on the jam.
Here's Curry. Unable to get that one. And Chicago will go the other way with the ball. Brent, a major pivot for the Clippers last season, trading away the most important player in franchise history, Blake Griffin.
Well, the front office made mention of sustainability and production over cost, and it felt like it was the right time for them to move on. The size of that max contract, the injury risk of Blake Griffin and what's happened and transpired the past couple of seasons convinced them that they might be able to clear that out of the way, get some flexibility, and rebuild the roster in the way that they wanted to moving forward.
Good, and the assist goes to Middleton. 8 points for Steph Curry.
Getting down the floor quickly, this is a huge part of the offensive attack that this team deploys, and Steph was wide open.
Now here's Curry. 8 points for him. He scores his 5th field goal. He's taken 9 shots to get those 5.
Enjoy that unselfish play from Holiday for that swing pass to the open teammate.
Up top, Embiid. Nobody near Williams. And Again, no good by Chicago. And so Curry will bring it up for the Clippers. They trail by 1. Good ball movement here by the Clippers. From deep, Williams. Another miss by Williams. And it's the Clippers' ball. Curry with it. He's picked up by Lee. Curry's shot is good.
Now, he's a heady player. He knows how to get himself going and giving his team a real advantage right now on the offensive end.
And the first time out of the game called for Chicago.
Well, Steph Curry's quick release makes his three-point shot almost impossible, and then you add the fact that Steph can do it off the dribble. So anytime he gets somebody shifting their back foot and they're trying to recover, by the time they're halfway there, the ball's already off and on its way. So one of the quickest, one of the more devastating shots in all of basketball.
Man, have they been effective at getting the ball inside.
The Clippers trail. Goes up the baseline. Dinwiddie with the bucket.
Fun to watch Kent Bazemore flesh out more of his overall game. Quick at getting passes over to his teammates.
Good on the bucket. And Curry said in his training he speeds up his release to the point where it's uncomfortable. So in the game, for him, everything slows down.
Yeah, if you look at the numbers, Kevin, his closely guarded three-pointers are just as accurate as when he's got a wide-open three-pointer. No defender within 4 to 6 feet. He's knocking down the same kind of percentage. So the fact that Steph has the ability and knows to practice those sort of things speaks to just how much he's invested in the shooting craft.
Here's Barea. Another one falls for Chicago.
And another momentum shift. These teams going back and forth all night.
Yeah, which team's going to find some consistency first? Neither one can pull away.
8 lead changes now, and we're still just in the first half.
And I'm not sure I've seen a game with more lead changes this early.
5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. And stolen by Williams. Here's Embiid. And Embiid throws it down.
Yeah, there's a good indicator of Winslow and his feel for the game. I like how much he makes a concentrated effort to get the ball right there to the open man.
Back to Laverne. It's hauled in by the Bulls.
And forcing the miss there, he just knows how to pressure you defensively.
You hear a lot about rim protection. This is a good example.
Well, it's been a high-scoring competitive game through the first quarter of play. Bulls lead by 1. And the second quarter will be on the way when we come back. And some good action in the books as we get back to the game that's been pretty close here so far. And guys, what's your take on the Bulls so far?
They're just not sitting back. They are going for steals, and their activity has been terrific.
Yeah, so that disruption is helping out because it's leading to some easy chances on the other end.
Yeah, and with this increased aggressiveness offensively, Russell's shooting more and more free throws. And for D'Angelo Russell, the former #2 pick, it's all about developing himself as a player and a leader. Has focused more on the team and less on himself of late, and knows what is expected of him and has to earn every second of floor time.
That one drops for him. Dinwiddie's got 8 points. Pass to Russell. Back to Williams. Now Russell. 20 feet out. And he gets the jumper to drop. Williams has got his first basket.
How about the passing? They are moving the ball without any thought, without any individual agenda.
And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, guys, the Clippers are going in a new direction. Now, Coach Doc Rivers said, we had a shot. I don't think anybody understands how hard it is to win a title. Until you do that, you're going to be frustrated a lot and have to make tough decisions. Kevin?
Well, they're trying to make the right decisions to rebuild better than before, DA. Thanks. Tries to save it. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Russell.
Yeah, it's a disappointing sequence of plays. Absolutely inexcusable turning the ball over like that.
Pass to Kid Gilchrist. Back to Curry. Baseline jumper. And there's the call on Howard. That is his first foul of the game. Stolen by Winslow. And Embiid with a clear path to the hoop.
And nicely done. Running the floor well, then attacking the rim.
The exclamation point in transition with the high percentage finish.
Outside Holiday. Outside for Curry. Looks good. Is good. That's his 7th basket in 12 tries.
A catch and shoot opportunity for Steph. It's just effortless.
Bobbed up there for Howard. But they'll get another chance. Moves back up. That one is good from Joel Embiid. Embiid's got 4 points this quarter.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
And Holiday has it in the corner. Pass to Kid Gilchrist. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
Well, Steph Curry, widely regarded as the best shooter in the history of the game. He's been so successful playing point guard in the NBA at times. I think we forget that he transitioned from playing shooting guard in his younger days.
You know, Greg, a lot of players can't make that switch from shooting guard to point guard. You've got to give Steph a lot of credit.
He's worked tirelessly. I mean, we've all seen those three-game ball handling drills. He's still prone to a careless turnover or two, but on the plus side, he rebounds like a shooting guard. And today's point guards are expected to score much more than in days past.
And the foul on Drew Holiday. That is his first foul of the game. Correa looking for an opening. Pass to Powell. It's stolen by Curry. And it's out of bounds to the Clippers as the Clippers retain possession. And so it's Dinwiddie with it. He'll bring it up for Los Angeles. They trail by 1. Their next game playing at home as the Nets come into town. Brent, the league playing at a faster pace overall now. Will there ever come a time when every team will play with that same speed?
No, because one team will always be faster than the next. So it's never going to be exacting for every ball club. And as you and I have talked several times, Kevin, you got to play to your strengths. And even though teams are finding more positionless basketball players, some of these guys have attributes to their game where you want to get them in certain positions. That takes time.
It's all about personnel.
It's all about your personnel. And again, putting those guys in the proper place where they can succeed more often.
Middleton on the wing. Lets it go with a 3. The Bulls leading by 3. Pass to Embiid. Good for another bucket. He's made half a dozen now. 6 for 8 on the night.
Like the quick pass from Winslow. Love to see that kind of unselfish play.
Middleton outside. Outside, Kid Gilchrist. Lee with the steal. Here's Russell. And the slam dunk by Russell.
And doing their best to maximize possessions. Just staying focused with this lead.
Well, it isn't much, but they've been able to capture some of the momentum of this game and increase their advantage.
.121 left here in the second. Lobbed up there for Embiid. Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively. Here's Dinwiddie. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
And they're getting to the line a lot in this quarter, guys, and it hasn't been by accident.
He'll take his 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the game right here.
And didn't have a single free throw in that first quarter, but he started to play with a little bit more of an edge to his game here in the second.
Here's Winslow. He doesn't hit that one. And it's the Clippers taking it the other way. Saric, right side. Fires for three. Los Angeles with another miss. Williams for three. Happy to see that one go in for his second make in 5 attempts.
And just Shakespearean there, a smart read. Saw the defense was collapsing inside, so he wisely pulled up from the outside and drilled it.
Winslow wide open. He fires. Good, and the assist goes to Russell. Winslow's got a pair of triples in the second now for the Bulls. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. The Clippers shooting their 7th and 8th attempts at the foul line tonight.
And team stats last season, 74% shooting, so some numbers that they can definitely improve upon.
So he gets them both. Russell looking around. Six to shoot. Williams. Pass to Powell. Got a piece of it.
Really just amazing defense from Laverne. He really times his blocks well.
And so it's Chicago, bringing the quarter to a close. And if you're just joining us in this one, first half is in the books. 1 half to go. To the inside. Here's Powell. Terrific assist. A nice finish. Solid play all around. Powell's got the first field goal of the second half for the Bulls. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
That's a good effort from Curry, just jumping right into the key, not minding who's around, and getting the call.
That one falls, so he hits both of them.
And at the line, it's all about consistency with him. His routine, his stroke, it never wavers.
Now, here is Russell. From the wing. And the Bulls tack on 2 more.
And just a good feel for everything around him. The mid-range area, comfortable spot for Russell.
The big changes in defensive rules happened right in the middle of your playing days. How did people initially react to those?
Well, a lot of guys had 3 quick fouls, Kevin, because they're out hand checking and pushing guys around. And they say, what do you mean I can't do this anymore? I get paid to push guys around. But after a little while, obviously, guys stepping off and understanding positions on the floor where you could get away with more physical play than you can out in front with point guards, obviously, and having refs' eyes on them or down on the block.
On the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Well, the Clippers have hit the reset button, and you wonder how that affects their head coach, Doc Rivers. Now, he seemed reluctant to lead a rebuild with the Celtics, but he's on board doing it with the Clippers. Even though the Clippers relieved him of his title of president of basketball operations in 2017, Rivers has just signed a new extension that will keep him coaching the team for the next few years. Kevin?
Well, if nothing else, DA, he has guided them through some pretty dark hours. Thank you. And there's the call on Howard. That will get him his 4th foul of the game.
And that 4th foul, guys, might force him to scale back the aggression from a defensive standpoint. He does not need, nor does the team need, number 5.
I feel like when he gets going like this, it's a night where Steph might take a few more chances offensively. That spells trouble for the defense.
Time called here. The Bulls decide to talk it over. Both teams deciding to change it up. Chicago leading by 4. Here's Snell. They get it back. And it's slammed in by Howard.
I like how hard he's working on the glass. A strong big man who is excellent at coming up with second chance opportunities. Commending the unselfish play there. What vision on that pass.
And guys, Dwight Howard, a top 20 all-timer in rebounding, an 8-time All-Star center. Greg, will he be a Hall of Famer someday, you think?
Oh, he's a lock to be a Hall of Famer when you look at those numbers. Not to mention a 3-time Defensive Player of the Year, and at his peak, one of the most impactful big men we've seen in the game.
And guys got careless with the ball there, and the turnover leads to the big stuff.
Once he came upright with the steal, he went straight on the attack.
Well, terrific anticipation using the hands. How are you not protecting the basketball in that situation?
Lobbed up there for Embiid. And he can't extend the lead to double digits. Pass to Moore. Saric outside. Now Dellavedova. 4 on the clock. The Clippers need to get off a shot. And the rejection by Embiid. 3-pointers, Snell. And again, it's the Bulls from deep.
And when you can outscore your opponent in transition, that's always going to work to your advantage.
They've also taken care of some of the details in this game, and that's why they're ahead. And that's how you set up your teammates, done with a little bit of flair.
Moore with the steal. Pass to Bazemore. Back to Dellavedova. That misses off the backboard.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
Here's Thornwell. And that one is hammered home.
Well, a big reason why Dellavedova is out there is because he can see who's available.
Here's Howard. Up and in on the layup. Howard's got 8 points.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
Pass to Thornwell. Embiid with the steal. An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg, I'm not sure.
A scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
Russell, no luck.
And you got to give him credit there. Great effort to contest that shot.
Well, I love the fact that they put the security system on their house, protecting the paint there.
The shot by Holiday, no good. The Bulls leading by 9. There's a minute 34 left in the third quarter of the game. Embiid. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
Man, he's got such a great touch and feel around the basket. He made that reverse look easy.
And it's Kid Gilchrist with the ball. He'll bring it up for Los Angeles. For Los Angeles, they have been getting it done at the line, 10 for 12. The first free throw is good.
It's pretty amazing Steph's road to becoming the man for this team. I mean, he recognizes in games when he should push the action and when he should pull back, and just constantly plays unselfish basketball to elevate his team's success.
Just in a perfect position to grab that rebound and then get the putback.
Great D that time from Howard.
Now, those are the kind of shots you like him taking. Even though he missed it, the offense will take those.
2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
And you know how physical Howard is down there. When he's going up with his shot, he is expecting contact.
And both free throws good for Howard. Clippers trail by 15. Pass to Holiday. Back to Curry.
Just how smart and patient was Steph Curry on that play. Draws the contact after the pump fake. Another thing he does so well.
He's been getting to the line, made 6 of his 8 tries.
And over the course of last year, he was up over 90%. And with a stroke like that, you see why.
Well, the defense has failed to cut off any of these driving lanes, which is why they're resorting to fouling him, and he's hurting them from the charity stripe.
And here's Los Angeles. It's a 13-point game. And that one, good.
You know, he has single-handedly helped them carve into this lead thanks to his scoring in the quarter.
It's rebounded by Kid Gilchrist. An even 3-on-3 break. Pass to Curry. That one falls. Curry's got 16 points here in the second half.
Well, he's been carrying them all night on offense, but at some point, he's going to need some help.
Here's Williams. And no good on the last second attempt this time. And this is it. Glad to have you along for this 4th and final quarter. Chicago calls timeout. Got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
Well, I was able to listen in on what Jim Boylan was going over with his team. Even though they're ahead, he said, hey, this lead isn't big enough, not by a long shot. I don't want to sit back and play this one out. I still need some aggression. Guys, back to you.
All right, thank you, David. Clippers trail by 9. Inside, and Thornwell gets it to go. Thornwell's got the 4th quarter started here with a bucket for Los Angeles. And some nice ball movement here by Chicago. The shot by Powell, no good.
He's been a little bit disappointing in this game. However, his team has his back. They need a little bit more help from him.
It's going to be out of bounds. Los Angeles will retain possession. Shot from the inbound. Dinwiddie. 6 for 10 with that shot going in. That's a good game for a lot of guys. Tries from 16. And it's good. 2 points. And the Bulls lead by 7.
His release is just so smooth from the mid-range.
The shot by Sharch, no good. Pass to Williams. Now Powell. It's deflected.
Sensational coverage by Bazemore there. His length makes him a threat to always be able to block shots like that.
And that one, good. Dinwiddie's got 19 points.
Well, this is a gravity game right now. Whatever he throws up must come down. He's having a great game.
And stolen by Bazemore. For the finish. Throws down the breakaway jam.
And really, Bazemore has terrific defensive instincts. The more he plays, the better those will get.
Fast break, here we go. Here's Dinwiddie. Barea pulls it in. The Bulls leading by 3. And finished off by Williams.
And very little fight put up by the defense as he made his way to the bucket for the jam.
They did seem to take the cautious approach, Greg, when it came to defending that one. You're right.
When you're playing from behind, you cannot let your opponent have things that are that easy. And that was easy.
And it's in there.
And defensively, neither side able to get many stops.
Well, it's one of those nights where if a team down the stretch can get 1 or 2 stops, they may win it.
We're in the 4th quarter here, just under 2.5 minutes gone. Here's Dinwiddie. Shot goes down. Very quick possession right there.
And they've worked the ball around so well tonight for those quality looks from mid-range.
cannot give players that kind of positioning, and the defense also late in trying to alter that shot.
Snell from outside. And out of bounds as the Clippers gain possession. And the Clippers call time here. Joel Embiid with a strong contribution in this one.
Yeah, the defense has not provided any threat to stop him out there, so it should come to no surprise that he continues to attack the basket.
Clippers trail by 5. Here's Mason. And the layup's good off the glass.
And I like that they're not settling. Getting the ball on the interior, 8 of their last 10 coming that way. And guys, he's not an easy man to stop when he's got the rim in his sights.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher. Basket good.
Yeah, these defenders just look a bit overmatched, especially inside.
You like the aggressiveness of Winslow, taking it straight at the D and getting whacked.
And the first one drops.
And if they continue, Kevin, their outstanding free throw shooting, that'll help them seal the deal.
And we're about 3.5 minutes into the fourth quarter. In the corner, Middleton with it. Outside Curry. Back to Tice. And he slams it one-handed.
And how about the court awareness there? Peripheral vision of Curry. Strong feel for when guys are uncovered. Finds the open man.
Yeah, the leadership skills on display there. Getting it done when it matters most. D'Angelo Russell.
In the corner, Middleton with it. And he lays it straight in. 34 points for Steph Curry.
What work from Steph Curry, gets open and makes it look easy. Wow.
Back to Howard. Stolen away. To tie it up. Curry can't get it to go.
Definitely a situation you want to make sure you don't give him too good of a look.
Got a hand on it. And D'Angelo Russell picks up the foul. That's foul number 2 for him. 1:19 left in the fourth quarter. Down low. Pass to Kid Gilchrist. And it's sent back by Howard.
Well, that's where he is just a force. Such a great internal clock in terms of his timing to go up and block those shots, Kevin.
And here's Embiid. Shot clock at 5. The Bulls need to get a shot off here.
So much fun to watch clutch baskets like that take place, and Winslow delivers there.
It's Curry with the drive. And so they choose to intentionally foul. And here are the Bulls now. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points. Poked away. And the ball travels out of bounds. Last touch by Kid Gilchrist.
Playing with lots of energy here, trying to cause turnovers.
Yeah, even though he doesn't come up with the steal, that kind of deflection will disrupt the rhythm of this offensive possession.
Outside for Curry. Sinks it. And he has brought them to within 2 points.
And he just seems to always deliver in the clutch. And he's got it going right now. That's who they want taking the big shot.
That's right. No other option but to foul and hope for some misses.
And just like that, this game is a 2-possession affair.
For 3. It's in! And what a sensational bucket to bring them within one.
Oh, that is the play of the game.
Nothing more rewarding than hitting the big shot for your team.
He hits the first one, and that will put them up by 2. And a tough break as his second attempt at the line, no good. And they go to the intentional foul.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
And he ends up making the second, and that narrows the gap to 1. And they stop the clock as soon as they can with the intentional foul. He hits the first one, and that will put them up by 2. He's off on the free throw and able to get that second one to drop in. To take the lead. And so the big win by Chicago in a tight game. This win, such a tremendous emotional boost for him.
Really an accomplishment and crazy finish to take a road game like this and simply deflate an entire building.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast.